It's that time of year again, time for Easter bunnies to be hopping down the bunny trail and Easter eggs to decorate our homes. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make these cute, easy, and primitive looking bunnies and eggs in 5 to 10 minutes or less. Let me show you how easy these are to do. So in order to make these, we need to print out the templates, and you can find this template for free in the link below the video. But let's talk about printing. In October, when I was doing the Halloween ghost, I showed you this thermal printer from MUNBYN. It is the ITP04, and it can either have a roll of paper in it, or you can feed paper through it. Love it, nice and portable, easy to travel with. Well, they have a new printer, the ITP02. I would like to recommend that they change the names on these. I can't keep these letters straight. I would like them to have fun names like nail polish, but we'll see. They can reach out to me if they want suggestions. Look at how skinny this is. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Big difference. This one is Bluetooth accessible for Windows, not for Mac, unfortunately. I am a Mac girl, but it is for Windows and it is for your Android or your iPhone through the MUNBYN app. So that is a very cool feature as well. One other difference is while the 04, the white one, can have rolled paper, so everything's in one. With this one, because it is so small, you do have to bring paper with you. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to work. They've also come out with their own app, and you can use all the different printers on the same app. One thing I did learn when I got my second MUNBYN printer was you can only have one printer connected to the app at a time. So what you do is you're going to take this thermal paper with the black marks facing up. You're going to push that in until it catches and that light turns green. Then you open the app on your phone and then you decide what you want to do. You can scan and print photos, document websites. They give you lots of amazing pictures. Throw this in your car if you have grandkids and you're going to the doctors or something. You could just print one of those things out, give them some colored pencils or crayons, and you are good to go. But we are talking about how to use this for sewing. So I'm going to say document. I'm going to go into my files. I have put the template into my files. I just click that. It opens it up. I hit print and voila. When it stops, you just pull and it's perforated. And now we have another template. What makes these primitive little Easter shapes so quick and easy is that we're just sewing around and either using a zigzag stitch on the edges or cutting them straight and then just kind of pulling some threads out to give them that frayed, again, primitive look. So here is how easy this is to do. You're going to get your template all printed out like we just talked about. So we are going to do an Easter egg so that I can have a bunny and 2 eggs for my decor. And I'm going to put my fabrics wrong side together. Now these are directional. All of the flowers are kind of going in this direction. So you want to make sure they're going in the same direction on both sides. So I'm going to cut out this egg. We're going to be using this as a guideline. We're not actually going to sew on this paper. We're going to pin it onto the fabric and we are going to sew right along the edge, or, you know, it can even be a 1/4 inch from the edge if you want a little bit of a bigger egg. Totally up to you. But it is easier if you cut the whole thing out before you begin. Now we are going to pin that egg right in the center of a scrap of fabric. You want to make sure you have bigger fabric. You don't want it to be really close to the edge over here, because you need that border to give that primitive look since we're not going to be turning these inside out. I'm going to put that there. I'm just going to put 2 pins to keep it in place. Then we're going to sew around the edge with a smaller stitch length, maybe a 1.7, 1.8, so that if you want to pull these threads and fray it, it's not going to pull all the way through. Even though we won't be turning it right side out, we do need to leave a few inches open to add the stuffing. Now we're back to the workstation. We're going to take out those pins and get rid of the template. It's kind of hard to see because I did sew with white on white, but now it is time to cut. Since I did this egg frayed, I'm going to do this one with my pinking shears. These are my favorite pinking shears because they're really easy on your hands. There will be a link below the video if you want to check them out or put them on your wish list. I'm just going to cut around, making sure I do not cut the stitches. I'm also not going to cut where it is open. I left the stitching open from here to here, so I'm going to leave that big until we get that sewn shut. The next thing I need is my fiber fill. This is Polyfill Crafter's Choice, really easy to find. And I'm just going to put in much as I like until my egg is the shape and thickness that I want it to be. So with craft filling like this, you just put it in, kind of move it around with your fingers. Make sure you fill in any air pockets. And the biggest place people often end up with an air pocket is right by where they have the opening. So you want to make sure that's slightly overstuffed. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We're going to make sure it is tucked in. Now we're going to go back to the sewing machine and just sew that section closed. We are in the home stretch. I'm just going to grab my pinking shears again and finish cutting along that area that we just sewed shut. And now you can decide if you want to add a bow. I use twine on the bunny. So either like it just plain, since this one has a big bow and that one has the other bow, or I'm going to try doing a little knot with this fabric that matches the bunny. So this is just a scrap of fabric that I had. It's a little bit too wide, so I'm just going to fold it in half, put that under, and I'm just going to tie a little knot instead of a bow, just so I have a little variety in my trio of primitive decorations for Easter. I'm going to grab my fabric scissors and just cut straight. So now we have the bunny and 2 eggs, nicely coordinated, and were made in no time at all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you grabbed the free templates. Be sure to check out my membership, sewwithtarareid.com. You can try it for $1, see if it's for you. Lots of fun things going on there, more exclusive content, more patterns, more fun. Happy sewing and happy Easter. You know, while these would be great for traveling business people, I think it's great for crafters too, or if you ever teach. If you teach, work with scout groups, church groups, etc. Sometimes somebody extra shows up and maybe you have templates for 10 and all of a sudden you have 12 people. If you have this in your car or in your bag, you can be ready to go and just print out more. All you need to do is have access to things on your phone or able to get it on your phone from your computer. And look at this. It fits great. If you're heading out, goes right in your bag. Grab your thing of paper, put that in there too. Easy peasy. Now, let's make the project.